Well, amen and amen. I got the little thing here. If we can get the Georgia Right to Life logo up there for me, please. I'm going to take a couple of minutes to talk about Georgia Right to Life. We are privileged to be here, and in particular, I remember when I heard Rhett was going to do the first Faith in Medicine conference. To me, working in healthcare, that's my day job. I'm in healthcare IT. I see the need for real health and real medicine every week. And to see that God is just gathering his people and beginning to advance in this area has been a great blessing. And it is our privilege to be sponsors of this event. At Georgia Right to Life, our credenda, what is to be believed, is that it is our aim to be faithful in our duty to God and to glorify him no matter the cost. And our agenda, if I can have the next slide, please. Oh, that's all right. I'll keep going. Our agenda, there we go. There's the credenda. Our agenda is to advance our vision and mission through the dedication and leadership of Georgia Right to Life staff, volunteers, and community partners. Next slide. There it is. Now, if I can go to the next slide. The mission and vision of Georgia Right to Life, that vision focuses on transforming communities across Georgia to cherish and protect all persons, culminating with the passage of a pertinent amendment to Georgia's state constitution. And again, if you haven't been to our table, we'll have plenty of information out there to help you all get connected. Our mission is to recognize the dignity of all innocent human lives from the earliest biological beginning, from that meeting of sperm and egg, all the way to natural death, and to restore legal protection from lethal threats to all of them by education, community service, public policy, and political action. Next slide. Now, my predecessor at Georgia Right to Life, Dan Becker, he's documented that from the beginnings of the pro-life movement in the late 60s, early 70s, has failed to maintain a consistent pro-personhood, that is, recognizing and protecting all innocent human life, and that equal protection position of that is making sure that we're protecting all their lives since it became politically influential. And at the problem at its root is really a question of ethics and morality. And whose ethics and whose morality is going to be in play when that legislature is talking about passing a bill, or when that doctor is sitting or in the surgical suite and like Dr. Klesig was talking about, you realize that a life was just taken. The failure of our brothers and sisters, all of us, quite frankly, we're in a lot of ways, I feel like we're catching up. The failure of Christians to advance a reliable, God-centered, biblical standard has muted the pro-life movement's long-term impact. And all you got to do is just watch the news. After the long-awaited goal of Roe versus Wade hitting the dust, the pro-abortionists have won statewide victory after statewide victory. So at Georgia Right to Life, we understand that the change is not going to, yes, we thank the Lord for what our current president is doing to help advance life. But the answer, the long-term sustainability, is going to begin at the local level, and it's going to happen in the local church. If we are called to hold forth the gospel of life, then we have to advance it. There's no other reliable way. So, next slide. Part of what we do at Georgia Right to Life is we want to grow the coalition of individuals, organizations, ministries, and we want to partner with them. Now, of course, since we're at Faith in Medicine, my particular thing is, again, when I see healthcare providers, people who are involved in healthcare, like Dr. Bergeron, I want to come alongside him and encourage him and to do everything we can to help him advance what he's doing in this space to advance, again, a biblical, moral, ethical understanding of personhood. And we want to expand partnerships with various healthcare ministries. And we want to do this understanding that if you all remember what happened in 2020, where I would say that you had a collapse of the trust in healthcare. Again, you can't solve that problem in the White House. That problem's going to get solved from the ground up. So we want to focus on efforts to help build community amongst like-minded, pro-personhood people who value and are willing to fight for life. That's why we're here. And in particular, I have the honor of introducing our next speaker, who's one of those, let's just say, fellow partners in advancing life. Sarah Pedro, where are you? Come on up.